Hey there guys and welcome. There we go, I said we started stream about 8:15, it's 8:16, but hey, close enough. In fairness, I did start the stream, but then it seems YouTube decided to update the actual server, streaming key, so I had to put it in again, and then it takes a little bit of time to load. Not my fault, I tried. So Dadman's rather funny actually. He sent an email alongside the return saying, "The tension is killing me, it's gonna kill her, ha 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 ha, Chicken Run 2000. The guy's got some quotes. That's what I love. I'm doing well there, G-Man. It's getting rather warm here at the moment in time. I think there's like a heat wave apparently coming this week, which is going to be a load of fun. Ideally, things go well. We do have the attack in Singapore today, which would be nice to have succeed, but we'll see there. We did have some small indication. Oh god, my voice is going. We did have some small indication as to whether, as to where his CV or CVs might be, and that did look like maybe Brisbane. We'll see. We do have H6K4s were in night search and naval search out from, and day search from Tulagi. There's a lot of subs around Tulagi. There's 2 light cruiser groups. We've got some A5M4s. The air defense isn't exactly great, but eventually we will have zeros in place to be able to properly defend it. The Kilgore is not too far away. He hasn't seen it for a few days, so ideally that will make him a little less audacious. We'll see. Good to have you there, Alexander. Good to see you as always. He's booking off. Yeah, I've ripped the MKB, but the MKB still survives. It's just been slimmed down. We can definitely... I'm going to be intrigued. I do have the torpedo boats actually linking up with the MKB today. So I'm going to be intrigued to see what happens with the torpedo boats. We are at the Hex of Merrick, and I would have expected there to be mines, but it seems like there isn't mines at the moment. So if the torpedo boats can actually transit through the straits there undetected, which is really quite important that they were detected. Which is intriguing. Like, Lubeck has been secured, that's quite good to know, so there's no actual garrison there. So we do have a little bit of a picket forming around the Americans. Reacting, okay, yes. So they're reacting to the MTBs? No, so the motor launchers that we saw out in those waters there. We do have some destroyers moving out as well. Yes, the light cruiser and destroyer has linked up. So he has found them. So we do have the motor launchers over here. I do need to sink these guys. He's trying to move them down to, I'd imagine, Batavia. Nighttime combat. We should be able to take them out. Yeah, that's one down. And the second one down there. Oh no, the 310 actually makes it out there, which is surprising. But there's another... Is it 2 or 3 destroyers out that way? Oh, they might have been low on ammunition. That's surprising, actually. We're drawn after combat. But we do have destroyers. Please, God, do not go into there. Where are they heading? I hope they're not heading to Johor Bahru. Don't go to Johor Bahru. They must be going to Kuantan. Or Mercy. I just don't like them going so close to Johor Bahru. Yes, we might own it, but yes, you can't get there. Okay, so S-38 engaged with patrol boats over here, or being engaged by patrol boats. S-38 has had some success out here, so I'm not too surprised to find her once again. Okay, I was quite happy about hitting the submarine over here at Samarinda. It's intriguing to see that there's supposedly still mines over here to BLeAcHACiD. I find that really extraordinary, considering that we've had DMSs there for a good few days now. Maybe it's like a misidentification or misreport or something like that, but it's weird. And I can't really leave it because I do not want to have ourselves left out in the cold. So, we make it for the night, which is something that we don't always do. Hosho's been torpedoed, fuck's sake. And again. Well, fuck's sake. There goes MKB. Fuck my life. Ah, fuck's sake. I blame you, G-Man. Fuck my life. I was gonna boo them as well. Fuck's sake. That's so annoying. Oh well, Hosho's gone. Fuck it. Fuck's sake. That's really, really annoying. Oh well, it is what it is. I just can't believe it. I just, it pisses me off. It really pisses me off. But I guess that's how the game goes. I think the thing that annoys me more is I have people wind me up about it. That's the thing that annoys me more about it. Shit happens. Just because it's on YouTube doesn't mean it's any more dramatic. It feels that way, though. Oh, well. That's really annoying, because I was going to move them into Ushaven. Really regretting that I didn't now. Oh, well. Yeah, bloody hell. It just annoys me. It's like we're moving them around, but it can't be helping, I guess. Really irritating. So I was going to move her back in. Oh, well. Yeah, I know. I should have just moved them back in, but then again, it just annoys me. It upsets me because I don't want to lose them. It doesn't really particularly matter that we've lost them. It's like it does hurt, but it's not a great deal. Well, we've well and truly learned our lesson about being too aggressive out there. But he's a good player. Gotta let him have it when he can have it, really. Okay, Dojo's are dealing with the P-35s. Right, so we do our raid going in here. We have 39 going against the one buffer. Hosha went down to a bloody lucky sub. Really annoying considering the amount of destroyers there. Oh well. Okay, so we do have the airstrike over here. So, few hits, not as many hits as I would have liked. The flak wasn't too severe actually, we only had 1 damage. But we are hitting the airfield now, which is good. Hitting the ground forces over here at Singapore. There's only 1 raid at the moment, but there is other sallies that should be coming in. Ideally, the weather hasn't put them off too much. Right, so we do have a few casualties there. Damage ain't too bad. Well, I suppose this is the way to look at it. Hosho's gone. Okay. Well, we've got rid of a, of an anchor. MKB becomes, MKBB. I'm gonna copyright that one. MKBB. The only thing that can sing more is my hopes. There we go. Interesting that coming in so piecemeal. Right, so he's finally getting some actual baines up here. Yeah, but they're the fleet carriers. It's one of those things, isn't it, Parmentier? Like, what are we meant to do? Right, so we see the SPD 3 Dauntlesses. So that actually indicates presence of carriers, which is intriguing. I don't think there's actually any ships over here at Leigh, but it looks like he's going to be going ahead and trying to hit the actual airfield. But that's intriguing. They look like they've flown out of Port Moresby. I'm pretty sure there's nothing over here at Leigh in terms of ships, because we did move them out, which is intriguing. He might be trying to hit the airfield, but then again, the only things on the airfield are clods, and they're going to be up in the air. So a couple more being scrambled here. Yeah, the thing is the claws don't really have a tremendous amount of firepower, but I'd like shooting down Dauntlesses or damaging Dauntlesses, so I'm not too niffed about that. I think we're at about 10,000 feet. No, we might be a little... No, we might be around about 10,000 or just under 10,000. So they're remarkably maneuverable. We'll see here. Claude versus Dauntless. Who will win? Probably the Dauntless. So they came in here. Severe weather there. A few damage there. So they came in on ground attack, which is interesting, actually. But that's not too bad. We didn't shoot any of them down, but we actually got a good few... a little bit of damage there is not too bad. It does reveal the fact that there's actually something out here at Moresby. So that's not too bad. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think they have something like 45 maneuverability. There should have been more Oscars here, actually, so we might have some more actually join the cap, but it doesn't seem like it. Very weird that there's only one, because there should have been... There's a squadron here set about 30%, actually. Oh, there we go, we do have a couple more joining in now. I was going to say one is, like, far too low. Okay, speed things up. They don't make it through, we shoot one down, which is good. L212. So these are looking to hit the torpedo boats, then it seems. This is what I was expecting to happen, actually. I don't mind this, actually. Torpedo boats are particularly maneuverable. But then again, they're particularly vulnerable to being blown to hell up. What the hell does a 212 actually drop in terms of actual bomb? Oh, 50 kilogram bombs. I mean, they're not unsubstantial, they're not insubstantial. They're gonna hurt, but it's not like the 300 or plus. Are they crappy? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it looks like it. Okay. So, there we go. My hopes and dreams about Hosho surviving are gone. But at least we no longer have that anchor around our hearts. He's done well there. He's done well. We overextended, and we've definitely paid for that. Interesting seeing a lot of ships around this area now. Around Marcus is really, really interesting. Really interesting there. It is very intriguing there. I don't think he's aware of cargo and Evil Talk, but we'll see about that. So if he's moving AKs to reinforce wake, I'd be really intrigued. Oh, they're converted C-47s? Are you serious? I ain't lie, I get that you have a need for bombers, but what do they do, just throw them out the sides of the aircraft? I would say, imagine they'd have converted it, like, goes with their name, but that's kind of crazy. Oh well. I'm disappointed about her show. I was thinking, oh yeah, she'll make it. She'll make it. We're talking about it, and yeah, typical. Oh well. It'd be nice to see Singapore fall today, but I don't think Singapore's going to fall today. Converted load stars. Or lot stars. Is it load or lot star? Okay. Well, he can claim a few victory points for the cows there. Right. Bombardment. In fairness, there's been people who've had it worse. I mean, there's been people who've lost their kidnappetite, so I'm not going to bitch too much. So we do have an attack over here at Singapore. We have a delivered attack at long last. The Mixed Brigade made it! Yes! Yes, that's awesome news then. So the Mixed Brigade actually made it. This is when I actually am quite happy now. They are in combat mode as well, I do believe, so I'm glad that they made it. You can see that they've got more AV technically than the Wolf Division, but the Wolf Division has guns, it has a lot of equipment that the Mixed Brigade doesn't have. Like, AV is like squads and other things that actually attack, but it doesn't take into consideration like support or artillery. So I'm really glad that we do have additional raw assault value here. So he doesn't have a huge amount of AV, in all honesty. 27 for Australians is the most powerful. I don't think it'll fall today. I hope it falls today, but I don't think it will fall today. Having the additional AV does make a difference. Having the actual headquarters here makes a difference. Having superior commanders makes a difference. But I think it's probably going to require a little bit more. But we'll see. There's not that many men over here, so I'm going to enjoy the moment. Because I do want to see if it actually falls. I don't think it will, but we'll see. Okay. So 33rd is not too bad, Imperial Guard Division is not too bad, 4th is attacked there, is down temporarily to 13. I don't think 21st is attacked yet. 0. 597, 421, 0. Doesn't fall today. Knew it. Damn it. Close though, really close. Really close. 597, 421. That's going to fall soon. So we have 2,099 casualties here, so 6,944 disabled. He had 489 casualties. It's a tough son of a bitch to take. It's a tough son of a bitch to take. But he will not have any fortifications this time around, which is good news. Like, he had... oh, he had no fortifications, actually. Yeah, he had no... Well, it says reduces to 0. But I think they were 0 to begin with. But that's it. That's an important attack. We'll have the rest and then we'll attack again. I was hoping we would have taken it, but I knew we wouldn't have. Speed it up here. But what we'll do then is we'll attack shortly again. They're really proven tenacious, but that's the problem. You don't get the mass surrender that happened in real life, unfortunately. Right, 5 disabled, 1 disabled here. So we are causing damage to his forces. It's using supply, but I do have a supply here. Deliberate attack over here at Kuala Lumpur. Ideally we take that. They'll eventually give in, because they'll just run out of supply, really. 43, 23... Fuck me, come on. Give it up. 147 destroyed today. That's fine, I can keep doing this. A shock attack might take it. Probably would take it, they probably have nothing left. Bombard the elusive war area. Headquarters there. We do have our deliberate attack over here at Tarakan. This one I'm going to be intrigued. I don't think I'll go ahead and finish it today, but maybe. That's a decent amount of AV, but it's a decent defensive position, so we'll see about that. I will be rather interested to see what happens. Right. 58, 55, down to, yeah, there we go. Need a little bit more there. 285 casualties, only 1 destroyed, 22 disabled. 212 there. So yeah, that looks like it'll fall next turn, Ben. It's a tough little base there, really. It's a tough little base. We do have our deliberate attack over here at Homeland. So he has about 39 assault value. We have about 600-ish. I'm hoping that they don't fall back across the river, but I don't think they're going to be able to stand up to this much attack. I just don't think they'll be able to do it. A shock attack might have been better, but this one still works out. Oh, does he need these for the Burma division then? Interesting. If I can wipe these divisions, well, these formations out, I'll be quite happy then. 243 versus 11, yeah, not too shocked about that one. Probably could have done that as a shock attack, but then again, going deliberate attack makes sense. Things could have been dramatically different, of course, couldn't they? So he moves across. We are going to have to move across now extremely quickly. So 147 casualties. Morale actually didn't help us out. Leaders preparation fatigue. Yes, because he had previously attacked. He had 507. 507 casualties. 57 destroyed, 4 disabled, 39, 5. Okay, so that's good news. Those units are going to be pretty beaten up. So what we're going to do then is begin immediately moving across the river. Yeah, I was surprised that didn't fall today. I didn't expect it to, but it looked like it was going to go. But then again, we've only got a tiny amount of AB. It'll be gone soon. So, tremendous day. Tremendous day of disappointments as per usual. I love it. I love how we have turns when nothing happens, and then all shit suddenly arrives. Again, really. I don't understand how they've not surrendered. I'm just going to shock attack that. That was a shock attack. I don't get why they're not surrendering. Oh, it's crazy. It does take lots of units, so he might want to... Yeah, well that's it, isn't it, really? Fatigue, supply. 89 casualties. They're going to just end up being destroyed, aren't they? Well, there we have it. So, Hosho goes down today, which is a real bloody pain in the arse. But it is what it is, really. The MKB... Well, the MKB becomes the MKBB. I'd like to have that on a shirt. I might actually get that on a shirt. I need to think of like some sort of tagline. My love floats, but the MKB don't. CVs are so last year. She might be a host show, but she ain't no no show. I'm gonna have to think of some of these. I suggest that you guys come on a tag line, because that'd be really good. That'd be good to get us a t-shirt. Fucking son of a bitch. Lucky, lucky son of a bitch. That's just an irony at this point now. Not yet, but we do have some arriving shortly. It's like in the Dutch East Indies, they're really great. We definitely played for it because we went too deep, and he's a good player. This is the point. He's a really fucking good player. But we do have Shoho arrived in a few days, which we'll have to return to Japan for a few purposes. But I don't particularly need the CVs. They would have been great. It would have allowed me to have a lot of, like, flexibility. But hey, it is what it is. I've lost so many to bloody ground losses. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Well, I can replace those. I just wish I didn't have to. So he loses to Adonis there, which is nice. It's interesting to see the Adonis' outfit attacking at Port Moresby. Ground attack as well. So I wonder if his actual forces have arrived there. Apparently she went down there. Yeah, bombard Batavia. Batavia one day. I need to clear the mines, of course. That's annoying. He doesn't even have detection. He just got a lucky... Yeah. I should just moved into his haven. Oh well. It's one of those things, isn't it? Sometimes being too cautious can kill you just as much as being too reckless. Right, no reports here at this moment in time. We do have the Iceycrome force doing a double run, but they're not seeing anything right now, at least on first observation. Well, no. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. But they're patient killers. They like to kill my hopes and dreams. There's lots of different ways we could have taken that. I think this is it. It's like you get caught up in the rush. I know, bloody Dutch. Right. Well, I don't remember doing that. I don't remember doing that. Okay. Well, that seems to be one where an order slipped through there. I was thinking, where the fuck is this cargo? Well, cargo's undetected. TDs. That's intriguing. Yeah, they were laughing with those with their windmills and shoes. Intriguing. I'll pull cargo back. I don't particularly want cargo there. Right. They didn't do too bad. I mean, this is the thing. Once we get zeros out here, then things will definitely turn around. If we take a look over here aboard a Kagi. Yeah, we're fans of only thick carriers now. Yeah, you can see these groups increasing in size. Another 4 zeros in a pool today, so we'll be able to then... what we'll be able to do is increase the size of these zero squadrons. This is it. It sucks, but it's not that big of a deal in the long run. It would have obviously been nice to have retained those, but hey, it is what it is. Costs me more VP, gains him more VP, pisses me off yet further, makes him laugh yet more. That's very odd that they didn't move there. That is very odd. I find that very strange that they moved from there to there. Why do they not move on further? That is very odd. I know, George, but it's one of these things that it's like... You can't help but do it, really. You just can't help it. It's one of those, though, where... We've definitely learned hard lessons, and it's one of those as well. I know I keep saying that phrase again and again. Once you lose a carrier, then, okay, it's not really as shocking. You realise, actually, no, it is a game. It's because we see them as being, like, instrumental. Yeah, I love that phrase. Yeah, Shoho's not too far away. Yeah, should be here in about 9 days. Yeah, don't send it to the Coral Sea, indeed. Yeah. Oh, dear. Right, so we have the damage over here at Singapore required. How do our troops actually look like? Fatigue. Yeah, this is it. But they'll reduce, so we'll have 1 day's rest, and that'll go down pretty quick. That's the good news. At least having the 21st Independent Mixed Brigade is good. I can't believe how much damage they've taken. The 4th Division's got fucked up, man. Absolutely fucked up. I mean, that must have been a bad roll, because I'm actually really quite shocked there. Really quite shocked. But they can be recovered. Okay. So what I'll do then is have them set to defend. Yeah, it's going to remain at Singapore for a while. Yeah, I know, 4th Division has the element over here, which is still 44 AV. I'm quite surprised that these guys haven't surrendered as of yet, actually. Okay. A few miles out. A couple more days we'll be able to take care of that. Let's keep attacking here till they surrender. Right, so we do have success over here, which is good news. Fatigue's not too bad. I could take this opportunity to rest. It's a good thing to see the amount of supply over here, actually. That's a lot of fuel as well, liberated, which is really quite handy. I can make use of that fuel quite nicely. I do need a garrison of 20. A couple coys could do well, or an aviation unit could do well. I do have the element of the 1st RTA, which is 50 assault value there. But that makes a good garrison then, so what we can do is have them follow on up. We do have a construction units on the way. There's additional ones on the way, as you can see here. Oh no, that's an aviation unit. There should be additional ones that we might be able to liberate in the future. So expanding the airfield over here to Chiang Mai. Right. We do have additional reconnaissance I can get moved out. Yes, we have a BAPT over there. We have these zeros. I thought they should have been due to being repaired today. 1 day? Okay. That's odd. I thought I said a day yesterday. Not a problem. Ah, there we go. So we do actually have some damage on the airfield now. That's exactly what we need. It's actually really quite good to see. That was actually a relatively low-level attack as well, so that's surprising. Okay. 5 out of 6. Is Eber actually empty? What's the roads like to Eber? In 5 out of 6, I know it's extreme overcast, but 5 out of 6 isn't. It's not insignificant. Maybe he moved the forces out from Eber, we just didn't notice. It'd be good to actually know. I need to go ahead and double check what unit actually is at Eber. That'd be really nice. That would be awesome. But it seems like it might be empty. And if it's empty, then I could move the 2nd Tank Regiment across there to secure that pretty quick. A division and a base force. If somebody could find the name of that actual division, that'd be great. We could take a look at the actual log and see if it's actually here. Because if it's actually there, then that means I can actually move the tanks, and I could actually really change the way in which we operate here at Luzon. But seeing the damage on the airfield is excellent news. That means that we are making progress there. Yeah, down to 11 and 3. That's good news. This is what the rest is good for, actually properly getting that rest in there. Okay. The tanks would be welcome over here to Clark. Yeah, so that's good. Clark's going to be a hell. It's going to be a hellhole. You can see that the units are really recovering here, which is good. These RF gun battalions should be good. These 37s, I mean, there's 18 of them. That sounds like a small number. That's actually a pretty decent amount. If you ever played any sort of like tabletop war game, it's like, yeah, having a lot of guns is actually, I mean, that's a lot of guns. That's a lot of guns. What kind of heavy artillery did you bring for Clark? We'll go ahead and take a look then, shall we? I go by load. Oh, these are engineers, actually, sorry. I was going to say those numbers look low. So, we have first Heavy Artillery Regiment here, which has 8 240s. We have 6 280s. 8 150s. Another 8 150s, so 16. We have... Actually, we should have apparently more in the future. We have 4 currently active 320s. Those are big boys. 1400s. Which one was I up to now? Oh, 12 150s. Those are the AT guns. 24 75s. 36 81mm mortars. And another 12 75s. Yeah. Type of rocket mortar. I think they were using the Siege of Port Arthur, weren't they? I can't remember if it... Are they the same mortars as the ones that were used against the Russians? Or is it the same sort of design? I don't think they're the same, surely. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I know, big, aren't they? Let's go ahead and actually take a look. Sometimes we never stop to take a look at the actual little things that are interesting. So the 32 T98. Oh, and Bataan. I was thinking they were using a siege. I think they didn't... Yeah, no, I might be confusing it. Didn't the Japanese have mortars set up in the siege of Port Arthur? Big iron. Yeah, big iron on the hip. So, artillery, so 320... Oh, there we go. 32 centimeter T98 mortar. So there we go. So we can see the anti-soft is 142. .41 centimeter mortar. Right, so I believe that's the gun of the Yamato. So it's about half. It's not too far off. It's pretty damn powerful. It's powerful than a lot of actual. Yeah, I mean the 240s are no slouch there. Yeah, 142. Pretty big gun. Pretty big gun. Can do a lot of damage. CD means coastal defense. Okay. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. There's actually aircraft over here at Tarakan. They might not be able to move out, but we need to hit them. 25 pounder. Should I go ahead and take a look? Is it called the 25 pounder or is it called anything else? Oh, okay. Uh, 25 pounder gun. 1935. Unless it's like a howitzer, which is 3216. Yeah, that big mortar is pretty nasty. Don't really get to see the artillery make itself as known, but they are doing well there at Clark. They are actually causing casualties, which is good. 2 pounders indeed. Yeah, and the thing is as well, that's ideally causing disruption, but he should be recovering that in a large base like Bataan. Sorry, like Clark, I should say. He will be able to recover that. Okay. Apparently it's reconnected. Huh. Cool. Stream actually dropped there. Hi guys, if It dropped because I had a disconnection. Apparently. Right, they can get their asses moving. How good is Japanese artillery compared to Soviet or German? It's older. It's older. That's the thing to take a look at. There's some good guns. There's a good series of novels out. Sorry, a good series of books out there. I think they call them Rakugan. Rakugan. Yeah, Rakugan. Which is about the Japanese army, obviously in the Second World War. Seems like they'd be good to read. Okay. So aircraft over here. So we see 5 fighters. He doesn't have that much left in Java in terms of air power. Yeah, you take a look at that. 6 fighters, 18 bombers. It looks like Java is reaching the end there. Good anti-bat tanks. Something to that persuasion. Right, so we'll rest over here then at Singapore. Okay. We do have these 2 base forces that should potentially be across next turn, so ideally that additional support will be handy. Okay. I'm quite happy that our ships actually made it through here without being attacked. That bloody submarine's so bloody lucky. Yeah, this is one of the situations where I wish I'd done things different, but I cannot continuously bitch. Rakugan, that's it. Yeah, there you go, as Gareth says there. I need to go ahead and pick up those books. I'm going to pick them up at some point. That might be like my Christmas present this year. You know, Alex, I'm really tempted to get... I'm quite happy, actually. I've got like I'm a terrible hobbyist because I buy lots of projects because I think I'm going to actually have the time to do it. Then I end up not. But I bought my little brother like a 6mm scale Panzer company from 1941. So it's a medium Panzer company and 2 light Panzer companies. Sorry, no, not company, platoons. So 1 medium Panzer company, 2 light Panzer companies. So they're really awesome. But I'm really quite happy as well because I got like the actual armored Schutzen as well, accurate. And like, I bought a few books and I did some research, and it's like I really enjoyed looking through like historical table equipment at certain dates of certain divisions and thinking, yeah, I'm going to get that, and then we'll play like an actual battle with supposedly historically viable forces, which is fun. But then this is where I'm getting to the point now I'm probably going to switch into board games just so I don't have to do anything. I've grown. I've gone through the cycle now. I've been chewed out. Okay. I do have a board game on the way, actually. Operation Mercury. Looking forward to that. Oh, Gary, you son of a bitch. You're going to make me buy these books now, aren't you? Don't make me do what I already want to do. I'm tempted to have the divisions involved in the bombardment. They've had a really good chance to actually recover here, which is excellent. Absolutely, Gary, have a good one, my friend. We do have a decent amount of planning that has built up as well, which is excellent. I may bring the other headquarters. I think it's the 16th Army to the north. I'll have to take a look. Thank you very much there. Thank you very much. Right, so I think this is a good time to actually bring the stream to an end. I'm going to go cry in a corner. But yeah, I mean, yes, okay. So we've lost Hosho. We lost the MKP. I think what we'll do then is obviously take that and analyze it. I think the problem was being over-aggressive. Well, not so much being over-aggressive, but I think we could have had things go completely different. He was very bold. He knows how to use this system. He was moving at full speed at night, willing to lose his forces. That's what we're going to take care of next time. I think next time we play a game, and I will do future campaigns. In the far future, we will do future campaigns. And ideally, they will become more proficient. I mean, maybe the next campaign might be a modded one. That could be interesting. They had Panthers in 41. Panthers. See, this is what I'm looking forward to with one of the East 2. I'm looking forward to maybe being able to make the decision of, right, okay, the Tiger was a mistake, get rid of it. Panther's acceptable, but the Panzer IV probably is where it's at. Panther was very good. But again, it's like, well, maybe just build more Panzer IVs. So I hope you guys have had a great time. It's been fun. And it has been fun. It's always fun being punished like I am. But we do have good experiences. He gives us a good game, and that's what we want. It's definitely no cakewalk. So I'm going to say a big thank you to my patrons once again, because they are awesome, and they deserve it. As do all of you who are currently viewing this right now. You guys are fantastic too. That means you. So thank you Mr. Alex, Diligent Gravy, Mr. Baines, BLeAcHACiD, Deepicduck, Dingobat4, Wild, Erkkijuusto, Fun4123, George Kilgore, Gregory VanHouten, Iceycrome, Imperator Thrawn, James Lindsay, KO, Lord Luba, OV Cato Borsheim, Paradigm Blue, Paul Sanders, Raphael, Rick Chambers, Ricky Blinson, spacht, SunYan, Skip Stanislav, SunYan, Suzanne and Daniel, Tan1DE, The Forgotten, and Thunder. Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimashita. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. It is humbling to have you guys here, each and every time. And let's hope that we can continue. Thank you so very much. I shall see you guys in the future. Have a great day, have a great evening. I shall see you in the future. Goodbye for now. I guess I'm in a side.